Ever wondered how silk, one of the most luxurious and ancient fabrics, is made? From tiny silkworms to the beautiful shimmering silk we wear and use in countless products, the process is fascinating. Today, we're taking you behind the scenes in a silk factory to see how silk is produced, step by step. Stay till the end to uncover some fun facts about silk's history. And don't forget to subscribe for more factory tours like this. Part 1: Silkworm Farming, where it all begins. The journey begins in silkworm farms, where the tiny larvae of the silkworm moth are raised in large, climate-controlled buildings. These silkworms feed almost exclusively on mulberry leaves, and they grow rapidly during this phase. In fact, they eat up to 10,000 leaves each in their short lifespan. The silkworms are carefully tended to ensure they stay healthy and grow at the right pace. Once the silkworms reach their full size, they begin the process of spinning their silk. Farmers carefully harvest the silkworms and place them in controlled environments where they can start spinning their cocoons. The silkworms secrete a liquid silk protein from their salivary gland, which hardens into a long, continuous strand as they spin. This process takes about 2 to 3 days, during which the silk forms a protective cocoon around the worm. Each silkworm can produce up to 1,000 meters of silk thread, and the quality of the silk depends on the environment and care given to the worms. Part 2: Harvesting the silk, gathering the threads. Once the silkworms have finished spinning their cocoons, they are left to rest. The next step involves boiling the cocoons to soften the silk fibers. This is a delicate process because the heat must be just right to loosen the silk without damaging it. The boiling process also kills the silkworm inside, ensuring the silk remains intact and unbroken. After boiling, workers carefully unravel the long strands of silk thread, known as filaments. These filaments are incredibly delicate and must be handled with great care. The filaments are unwound from the cocoon in a process called reeling, and several filaments are often twisted together to form a single silk thread that is strong enough for weaving. On average, it takes about 3,000 to 4,000 cocoons to make just 1 pound of silk. Part 3: Spinning and twisting, making the thread strong. Now that the raw silk threads have been gathered, they are spun to create stronger, more durable strands. The raw silk is often twisted to prevent it from breaking during the weaving process. This spinning is done by hand or with the help of machines, depending on the scale of the operation. The silk threads are also stretched to improve their strength and texture. The threads are also sorted based on their quality. The finest threads, which are usually the outer layers of the cocoon, are used for high-quality silk fabrics. The inner threads, which are shorter and less smooth, are still silk, but are typically used for less premium products like silk linings or blended fabrics. Part 4: Dyeing, adding color and characters. Once the silk threads are prepared, they are dyed to create the vibrant colors seen in silk fabrics. This is where the artistry of silk making truly shines. The dyeing process involves soaking the silk threads in a dye solution, and the threads absorb the color. The dyeing process is an art form that can take days or weeks depending on the complexity of the design. Some traditional silk fabrics are hand-painted or tie-dyed, adding unique patterns and designs. The dyeing process can also vary depending on the desired finish. Some dyes produce rich, deep hues, while others result in soft pastel shades. The color also adds to the texture and overall aesthetic of the silk fabric, as certain colors enhance the natural sheen of the silk. Part 5: Weaving, turning threads into fabric. Once the silk threads are dyed, they are ready to be woven into fabric. The weaving process is done on large looms, where the silk threads are interlaced to form the fabric structure. The type of weave used determines the texture and appearance of the final product. Some silks, like satin, are woven in a way that gives them a glossy finish, while others, like chiffon or organza, have a lighter, airier texture. The weaving process requires a great deal of skill to ensure the fabric is both beautiful and durable. Weavers must carefully manage the tension of the threads to prevent the fabric from becoming too loose or too tight. Silk fabrics can range from lightweight to heavy, and the quality of the weave plays a significant role in the overall quality of the final product. Part 6: Finishing the final touches. After weaving, the silk fabric is carefully finished. This process can include washing, ironing, and sometimes adding additional coatings to improve the fabric's appearance or durability. Some high-end silks undergo a special process called calendering, where the fabric is pressed under high heat and pressure to give it a smooth, shiny finish. Finishing also includes trimming any excess fibers and inspecting the fabric for defects. The fabric is then rolled up and stored before being sent to manufacturers who turn it into everything from clothing to accessories to home textiles. Only the finest silk fabrics make it to the market, ready to be turned into luxurious clothing, bedding, and accessories. Part 7. Sustainability in silk production. Silk production, while traditional, is increasingly becoming more sustainable. Some farms are focusing on organic mulberry farming, reducing the use of pesticides and fertilizers. In addition, innovations in recycling the waste silk fibers are helping to reduce waste in the production process. Some modern silk producers are exploring alternative ways to produce silk without harming the silkworms, such as cultivating piece silk, where the moths are allowed to emerge from the cocoon naturally. This process not only supports animal welfare, but also helps preserve biodiversity in areas where silkworms are farmed. From silkworms to stunning silk fabrics, each step of the process is a testament to human ingenuity and nature's wonders. Which part of the silk-making process surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of silk production, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.